the state pension compensation saga affecting millions of women could finally be about to come to an end. The Women Against State Pension Inequality, the WASPI group, have been calling for support for women born in the 1950s. They say they did not get proper warning about changes to the state pension. 9 months ago, a report said over 3 million women should receive payouts. Now, Keir Starmer says the Pension Secretary will be giving an update in the not-too-distant future. Let's speak to the chair of the WASPI campaign, Angela Madden. Angela, good morning.
Good morning, Hugo.
Thanks very much for being with us. Look, is this an encouraging message from the PM, or is it still a bit too vague?
Probably a bit of both. In the next few weeks, Emma Reynolds said in the next few weeks as well, in an answer to Steve Darling in the House. Liz Kendall to the Work and Pensions Committee last week said as soon as humanly possible. And now the Prime Minister is saying that there will be an update in the next few weeks. So it is beginning to sound like a bit of a strategy on their part, which we are very happy about.
Well, I mean, Starmer, he's the first PM in 6 years to meet with representatives of the WASPI campaign. Have you felt a shift in tone on this subject from policymakers, even before this latest update from him?
Yes, we had a very cordial meeting with Emma Reynolds at the beginning of September. She was very much in listening mode then, very respectful, asked a lot of good questions and really seemed to take on board what the WASPI campaign was saying. So we were very happy with that. And again, at the Work and Pensions Committee, Liz Kendall recognised our presence. We were in the public gallery at the committee session, listening to what she had to say. And she recognised our presence and tried to reassure us that they would update Parliament as soon as possible. Now, what we would like to see is that update before they rise for the Christmas recess. And by the spring statement, some idea of what the scheme is going to look like, how much it will cost, when they'll start paying it, and all of those sorts of things. Well, we will be much more reassured when we hear that kind of thing.
One important detail, Angela, last analysis by the WASPI campaign last week found that 300,000 victims of this have died since calls for compensation were launched in 2015. What should happen in those cases, do you think? Will you be calling for compensation to be made to their families, or is there an alternative? What's the plan there?
I don't think there is a plan. Unfortunately, this will be a payment for compensation for wrongdoing that has now been justified, been proven really by the Parliamentary and Health Service Ombudsman. And that is not a debt to the person. A debt is only something that was a payment agreed while they were living. So it's unlikely that their families will get any compensation. Sure. But we like to remind people that that 300,000, they're not all statistics. They are real people, and real families miss those people. And it's to remind the government that, we are at the wrong end of our lives for this. We are running out of time. So they need to get this resolved very quickly.
Sure. Well, look, thank you very much indeed, Angela Madden, chair of the WASPI campaign. And I hope when it is resolved, you'll come back and speak to us about it.